I'm not gonna cry because this is YouTube and people don't cry on YouTube. Strange. Hi. Don't cry on YouTube. I'm gonna cry. Oh, stop. Sharon, stop that. Don't cry. Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? You do not cry on the internet. Stop that. In a world full of problems, I dare you to be a problem solver, especially when the problem is your own. That's what I'm talking to you about today. My own problem. Welcome back to the Ultimate Problem Solver. My name is Sharon. Let's do it. As you can see, we have an entirely different setup today, and this setup is just for our own intimate conversations. Nothing corporate, nothing formal. And I'm using the word corporate not in the 9 to 5 clock-in way. I'm using it as, I'm using it in the other way, formal, groupthink. That's not what this is. This is just me and you, and maybe you catch this video, I don't know, at 11 o'clock when you're about to fall asleep, and it's just me and you talking, which is how I love it personally, if I'm being very honest with you. Okay, I feel like I've been a hypocrite because for the last 10 years, from age 18 to age 28, I have been a corporate girl, and I have been influencing everybody to be a corporate overachiever because that's what I knew, and I'm true to what I do. So that's exactly what I was talking about. 90,000 engaged, beautiful, hardworking corporate girls on TikTok because we talked corporate, and now I feel like I am a hypocrite because I am in no way, shape or form a corporate girl anymore. I still have 2 board seats that I sit on, but you know what I mean. I'm not a corporate girl anymore. So I find myself in a position where I feel like I'm disappointing you. I feel like I've disappointed you. I feel like I'm lost. I feel like you expect for me not to be lost. This is an entirely new season for me, and I haven't been an adult who doesn't have a corporate job ever. At age 18, I got a job as a paralegal whilst in law school to help my dad and my mom pay for my private school fees that cost about £50,000. And I've been working ever since then. When I was 18, I was actually working about 30 hours a week. Basically a full-time job. From 18 to 28, I have been working in corporate. It did not give me what I thought it would. I am not de-influencing you from being a corporate girl. I'm saying it didn't give me what I thought it would. And if there is anything that you expect from me, most importantly is honesty. And here I am being so honest with you. And if you feel like you are disappointed, I will not be upset with you. I just want you to tell me and be honest with me. It's an entirely different era because now I just want to figure out who I am outside of corporate. And I know this is a first world problem. I'm fully aware that this is a first world problem. I'm sharing it with you anyways because who else am I going to tell if not you? You're my friend. It's a first world problem, and I'm telling you anyways because you care and you want to know, and you told me you want to know, and I want to know about your own first world problems too. But I haven't had an adult life where I didn't have to ask someone if I can travel. I haven't had an adult life where I wasn't clocking into a 9 to 5 or commuting into London. I am an adult who is not a 9 to 5er, and I am having a little bit of a hiccup with that. And isn't that so concerning that if we are not 9 to 5ers, we're having an identity crisis? I don't know, should it be concerning? I feel like it should be concerning. I want to chalk this up to my lack of side quests when I was in corporate. Side quests that had nothing to do with my job. I had many side quests, many side projects, but they were all very compliance, very GR. And so I think that me having an identity crisis, and I'm using this word very carefully because it's not necessarily an identity crisis, but it's an identity crisis to me because I'm an adult who is now 100% outside of my 9 to 5, and I'm having an identity crisis. I think that's because I never ventured out or did any side quests that had nothing to do with my 9 to 5. And so now that I am fully outside of the 9 to 5, I am finding myself in a position where I don't know what the heck to do except be a very good wife and be a good friend to my friends. That's the only 2 things that I'm 100% sure of, and be the best daughter ever to my very amazing dad. Now, I am still the ultimate problem solver, or trying to be, by learning and building this platform with you, my darling. And I know for a fact that when you want to solve a problem, you need knowledge. So I am embarking on 12 side quests in 12 months this year, 2026. And the goal is to find my identity outside of corporate. One of the side quests, of course, is building this beautiful platform and this beautiful podcast with you, who I love, and seeing where it takes us. But embarking on 12 side quests in 12 months is my way of really trying to find my feet, find my footing again. The side quests include entrepreneurship, books, travel, all of it, because at the core of my soul, I need to know who I am as an adult outside of corporate. And I wondered if you were interested in going along the journey with me. In this side quest, I intend to talk to as many people as possible, which is why I'm excited that I have started to film episodes where I interview other people who are solving problems, be that building a brand, or people who built businesses, or people who solved medical problems. I just want to get into the brain of a problem solver and understand how they are configuring their lives around solving problems, or even configuring the problem around their lives. I don't care. I want to know more. I am thirsty for knowledge this year, and that is what I'm going on. If you feel disappointed, again, I am sorry. I don't know if I should be apologizing, but I'm choosing to apologize to you. If you feel disappointed, I am sorry. If you feel like, Sharon, you should actually get your life together, because I'm expecting that of you, because somehow you're living vicariously through me, I appreciate that and I respect it, and thank you for your honesty. This is sort of what I'm figuring out this year. So, 12 side quests in 12 months. What the hell are they, and how do I intend to achieve them? My first side quest is losing 40 pounds. I'm calling it a side quest because I believe that it's absolutely something that can be doable by changing my routines, my systems in my life, etc. So side quest number 1 is project minus 40 pounds, because I intend to be so freaking hot. You might actually have to call the fire services. Now, the reason why this is one of my side quests is because I literally let myself go being a corporate hard worker, and I know that there are corporate girls who did not let themselves go. Hello, get down right now. I'm not saying that working in corporate made me let myself go, tongue twister. I am saying, however, that my 100% focus was on the corporate problem as opposed to my own internal problems that were brewing in my life, and I want to solve that problem. I am solving this problem using TUPS formula as usual. Find a system, find the right people, get some knowledge in you, consistency, hard work, and give it time. You're gonna get it done. I strongly believe that, and I intend to document it for you. My number 2 side quest is to visit 6 countries in 12 months. I want to go outside. I want to see what's out there, and I want to learn more. So 6 countries in 12 months, and just learn about art, history, culture, and immerse myself into that, and see what parts of Sharon is I don't know, titillated by this travel, by this country, by this culture. What parts of my brains light up, what parts of Sharon is stimulated by this country or by this city. I am super excited, and so that means a lot of travel vlogging, if you're interested. If you are interested in that. Number 3 side quest is to climb a mountain. Now, I climbed a mountain when I was 15 with my dad, who was my best friend at the time, and now he's second best friend to my husband. And I'm going back and climbing a mountain again. So I'm going to Wales to climb Snowdon. And I want to do something, I want to achieve something like that. So I intend to vlog that experience for you. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Again, the planning is going to involve TUPS. Listen, I found a formula to solve every single problem. You better believe I am going to test that formula out this year in personal problems, domestic problems at home, corporate problems, building my podcast, trying to be an entrepreneur, all of it. I intend to test this formula in every single capacity, because by the end of this year, I want to be able to say to myself, I'm ready to write a book called The Ultimate Problem Solver, and put it all together and sell it. So we're testing the entire damn freaking thing out, and I wondered if you were interested in coming along with me. it's not going to be perfect. It's extremely messy. It's extremely messy. And for those of you who know me for a long time, you know I'm a type B. I'm not a type A in any way, shape or form. And that's something that's been getting into my head, because a lot of the female entrepreneur babes that I see online, they're type A's. They've got it all figured out. They look so well put together. I am so freaking scratch my head intimidated. Nana Del Rey on Instagram, I love her. Might be in love with her. It's neither here nor there. I love her, and she is such a type A, and I just think that's what the typical female entrepreneur should be like. And then I watched a video by Blair, can't remember what her last name is. I will tag her, and she said that I should lean into my type B-ness, and that's why I'm gonna make my millionaire year. And so I'm really excited about that. I've never really had anybody encourage my type B-ness outside of my family. Of course, everyone in my family loves me, but I mean the girls who I look at and I learn from, and I learn from so many people online, because if you want to solve a problem, people are important. Hello, get down right now. And a lot of the girls I look at online, I think that they are type A, and I haven't really had anybody encourage my type B-ness. And so I'm really leaning into Blair's advice to see how I can charge my type B and use that to be essentially a tool to solve my own problems. Okay, number 4 side quest. I want to go back to learning Spanish. Once upon a time, I was a girl who could speak 3 different languages fluently: Spanish, Igbo, and English. And I lost my Spanish. They tell you it's like riding a bike and you never quite forget it, but I'm going to tell you right now that if you ever stop speaking a language, it will disappear. How did I not know this when I was in university? If you ever stop speaking a language, it will definitely 100% disappear. Hello, get down right now. Why did nobody tell me this? And so right now I am a bilingual girly, and I'm throwing Spanish into the mix again, because I want to be a girl who can speak 3 languages. It was going to be learn Spanish and French, but hi, pace yourself, Sharon. Focus on consistency first before intensity. TUPS formula, hi somebody. So I'm learning Spanish again this year, and I am really excited. I have all of my books from university, so I'm just going to get back into it, watch the Spanish shows, have conversations with one friend I have who actually speaks Spanish occasionally, and I might drag her into this side quest. Number 5, learn how to ice skate. So damn random, but I've always wanted to be an ice skating girl. I think I might have to buy a drone for these 12 side quests, because I want to learn how to ice skate, and this year I am going to learn how to ice skate. I've got 12 side quests to achieve in 12 months. I am super duper excited. Okay, the entire identity crisis inside of I don't work in corporate anymore, I am going to single-handedly solve it this year. Not single-handedly, but I'm going to solve it this year by committing to 12 side quests, which is a quest for knowledge, because if you want to solve a problem, you need knowledge. So in my quest for knowledge, I am going to learn to ice skate. I find ice skating to be so freeing. There's something about watching ice skaters that, I don't know, it illuminates a part of my heart, my brain, my soul that nothing else quite touches. Am I allowed to say that? So I want to learn how to ice skate, and I found the classes and everything. I'm going to take the classes. Again, you want to solve a problem, find the people, get some knowledge. So I'm going to take some ice skating classes, and I'm really looking forward to that. What are we on? Number 5. I feel like I had it written down somewhere, but I'm not reading it from where I wrote it down, because it is in my head, it's in my mind. Hi somebody. 6. Side quest number 6 is birthed from something I'm looking forward to next year. So sometime next year, towards the end of next year, I intend to be pregnant and start my journey towards being a mom. And I was thinking about all the things that my dad did to raise children who love reading books. We did not see books as a punishment at all. We were actually looking forward to reading and talking about the books with him. And I said to myself that I want to raise children who are interested in literature, truly just in love with reading and wanting to know more, and not necessarily just sort of reading the business books, but children who want to read To Kill a Mockingbird, children who want to read Wuthering Heights, children who want to read A Picture of Dorian Gray. children who are going to fall in love with Dostoevsky and Tolstoy. Those are the kind of children I want to raise. And so I have decided to go back to the foundations of my literature love. The foundations of my love for literature. That's far more accurate. And I am reading 29 books before I turn 29, which is happening at the end of this year. Insane. I told you, I am pushing myself because I don't want to just sit somewhere and say, oh my god, I don't know who I am, I'm having an identity crisis. That's so boring to me. I will do something to figure it out. Knowledge quest. This is side quest number 6. 29 books before 29. And as I'm recording this for you right now in February, I have read 2 books in January and I'm on my 3rd book. By the way, if you're looking for a book to read in February, read Wuthering Heights. It's February. It's still cold. It's Wuthering Heights. It's the month of romance. Hello? Read Wuthering Heights. So 29 books before 29. This is how I'm splitting it up. I'm reading 15 books that are the classics. I'm going back to the classics of my love for literature. So those are 15 books. 10 books that are business books because I am invested and committed to building this podcast and I want you to be proud of me. So 10 books that are focused on building and growing and solving problems. That's what I'm going to read. And 4 books that are centered on my heart and my soul and Christian books. Side quest number 7 is going back and learning the keys. I used to be a girl who could play an instrument. Used to be. I am tired of used to being. I want to be again. I feel that my parents raised a very cultured girl and then I fell in love with corporate and I made that my entire identity. I am not proud of that. I am proud of everything I achieved in corporate because becoming the youngest partner and the youngest executive director in my field worldwide at 27 is definitely something that I'm proud of. But I'm not proud that I gave my entire life to corporate. Everything I am was corporate this and corporate that, and I was doing amazing, sweetie. Sweetheart. Wow. I was doing amazing, but I just didn't do anything that was just me and just meing. Hello. So, side quest number 7 is going back and learning how to play the keys. I want to learn how to play the piano. I want to go back and be a girl who can play the piano. It is so important to me. I started it. My mom actually bought me a guitar, but then I chose to play the keys because I just found that, I don't know, I thought I was more feminine. Hi, I was 17. Calm your titties down. I was 17. Calm down. Okay. But I'm going back to learn how to play the keys this year, and it is so important to me because my mother and I, we loved music. My mum and I, we sang so much together. And back to music. Playing the keys. But playing the keys to be more cultured and just knowing how to play it and to teach my children. Not because I'm going to turn into a musician. Hi. Let's manage our expectations of Sharon. Thank you. Quest number 8 is becoming a girl who loves art again. I want to build out a beautiful collection of art in my home. And one of the reasons I stopped looking at art is because I felt that I had to be in a particular tax bracket, which I'm not yet, in order to love art. But that is very misguided of me, and I really did not look into it further. I love art. I love art that reminds me of literature. I love art that reminds me of history. I love art that reminds me of culture. So I love a very specific type of art, and I want to go back to building out my art collection. And so I want to take you on that journey. I want to know where it takes me. I want to learn about art, and I just want to collect beautiful art pieces, and I might even get beautiful art pieces made for me. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, number 8. Side quest number 8, I need to decorate my home. I need you to understand how far the corp was in my brain because I moved into a beautiful house. My husband got me the most beautiful 3-bedroom, gorgeous home, and I did not decorate it because I was just like, oh, I've got this project, I've got this presentation, I've got Sharon, what is going on? And I don't have a decor in my home. And I am heavily inspired by Tony Bravo. Not that we have the same sort of architectural whatever at all, but I just love it when people have taken the time to decor their own home, and that's something I didn't do. I want you to know that I am disappointed in how much I let myself go. Not physically now, that's not what I'm talking about right now, but I am talking about my desires, my hobbies, my loves, my... Let it go. I actually let it go. Stop, Sharon. Stop it right now. So, decoring my home, decorating my house. I've decorated this little nook in my vanity room and I love how it looks, and it just reminded me that I used to be somebody who cared enough to put the damn thing together. I want to say right now that I do not blame my bosses, my colleagues. I think that there are many corporate girls who corporate girl and still side quest. I just did not do that. I did not let myself do that. I think when my mum passed, I also just dove deeper into being a corporate girl. And something about losing my mum, I thought to myself, oh, you have to be more, you have to be great. Well, it wasn't just that. The truth is that when somebody dies, it is expensive. It's expensive on your heart, because my heart shattered in so many pieces. I am still trying to put my heart back together from losing my mom. It is expensive on your brain because it took me so long. I want to say it took me this entire 3 years to try to figure out what the hell does it mean that my mom is dead. It is expensive on your brain, but it's also expensive financially. And I was determined to help my dad, because all of the expenses that we committed to, even whilst my mom was at the cancer center, all of that put us in a quite serious hole. And so I went hard corporate wise, and I said, okay, hit this promotion, hit this promotion, hit this promotion, hit this promotion, you'll get this amount of money, then we can blah blah blah. And that was my entire focus. I could not stop and breathe because my mum died, and I feared that if I ever stopped to breathe, I would feel that my mum's gone. Which is also another reason why all this while I haven't thought about having babies, because my question is, how the hell do I be a mum without my mum? If anybody has an answer to that question, please let me know, because how the heck am I supposed to be a mum without my mum? I have no idea. But side quest number 8 is to decorate my home. Start living, Sharon. Start living. Side quest number 9 is to go back to riding horses. So, if this is our first meeting, my favorite animals are swans, horses, and dogs. I love them. I love swans, I love dogs, and I love horses. And when I was 16, I started riding, and I stopped when I gained too much weight, because at that point it would have been animal abuse. Hello. But I stopped doing so many things because I genuinely stopped living. This is so therapeutic. Talking to you in depth about the effects that losing my mom had on me is so therapeutic right now. I stopped riding because I stopped living. It's that simple. I've had so many different reasons and so many different excuses why I stopped riding, but I think it might be worth me being honest to you, since it's just me and you here. I actually stopped riding because I stopped living. My mom died and I stopped living. It was that simple. And frankly, I didn't know how to live without her. I'm not going to cry because this is YouTube and people don't cry on YouTube. Strange. Hi. Don't cry on YouTube. I'm going to go back to riding horses. I'm going to rediscover my love for horses and equestrianism. I miss it so much. My heart, I left my heart at the equestrian center. Actually, I left my heart at the cancer center. I'm going to cry. Oh, stop. Sharon, stop that. Don't cry. Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? You do not cry on the internet. Stop that. Side quest number 10. Hi, can we just get a move on, please? Side quest number 10 is to build a community that reflects my journey, and that's you, all of you on this platform on YouTube. I'm giving myself the number 10k because I am an overachiever. Hi. Because I am an overachiever, and that is my 10th side quest, to build this YouTube podcast community to 10,000 of us, because I believe it's possible. I know that there are so many of us out there who have the same interests, who want to build something, be that building a brand, or building, I don't know, a jewelry company, or building a tech company, or even simply just building a family. Somebody who is building something will encounter problems, and we are problem solvers. That's it. Side quest number 10 is to build a community that reflects where I'm at in life, in my brain, in the world. So that's number 10. Number 11 is to get at least 2 grants for Emboldened. Emboldened is the tech software that I built with my husband to reflect my love for reading and overachieving. And usually I read physical books, but most of the work I do is on the computer, and I'm always on screens reading something, reading a report, reading a board meeting minutes, reading something. And I realized that the ease I feel when I read physical books does not translate to reading on computers, and that might be the case for a lot of you. And so I built Emboldened to ease reading. Emboldened is the internet's superhero. Emboldened is the superhero you didn't know you needed. Emboldened stands between you and your distraction. Emboldened stands between you and your overstimulation on the internet. That is Emboldened. Just think of him as a little superhero, and his name is actually Bold, and he emboldens those who use it. You get it? Ha ha ha. I know, I'm funny. Anyways, I want to find 2 grants for Emboldened, because right now the version of Emboldened that I've put out there right now is free. So I want 2 grants, and that's my goal for Emboldened this year. It's very simple, 2 grants for Emboldened. So that's side quest number 11. And side quest number 12 is to be decided. That's just how I want to leave it. I want to leave the opportunity to decide, figure it out, and be spontaneous. I'm really excited. I know I cried a little bit earlier, don't worry, that's fine. But I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it. Now for you, if you're a corporate girl, I want you to take a side quest this year that has absolutely nothing to do with your 9 to 5. If you're a 9 to 5 girl and you love being a 9 to 5 girl, I want you to give yourself at least 2 side quests this year that have nothing to do with your job, your 9 to 5. Be that climbing a mountain or traveling to 2 countries. Pick up a side quest that has zero to do with your 9 to 5 job. You can do it. I know that you can. Because the pace at which the world is moving when it comes to technology and the normal traditional 9 to 5 jobs, it is evolving so quickly and so fast. People are getting let go every single breath you take. That's someone getting let go in the world. And I don't want you to find yourself in a position where you're just like, I have no idea who I am outside of 9 to 5 and clocking in. So side quest. Perhaps this is a year of side quests. Fail at something, pick up a side quest, try something, attempt to play the keys, attempt to play the violin, fail at it, try something else. Have a little more autonomy over your soul, and buy it back from corporate if you can. Buy a percentage of your soul back from corporate this year if you can. Solve your own damn problems. How sexy is it to solve your own damn problems? And so in a world full of problems, be a problem solver. That's why you're here at the Ultimate Problem Solvers podcast, so that we can figure it out together. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being my therapist for the last, 20 minutes. Thank you for being my friend. I really appreciate it, and I take friendship so seriously. So thank you for being my friend. Thank you for listening to me talk about my mum. I don't do it often. So thank you. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry again. Okay, I'm gonna go. If I'm gonna cry every time I talk to you, I'm just not gonna talk to you anymore. Stop. Bye, my darling. I love you.